So in Grow Garden, we have the new meta for making money, and this is going to pretty much be what the main strat is right now to take advantage of before the game updates with the new update. So this method is going to, well, these methods are going to pretty much what's going to allow you to do as you see right now. Just sold for 340 million. Oh yeah, let's see. Let's see. Okay. Sweet. Yo. Oh my. Nope. Let's see. What do we sell for? 102 million again. Whatever. Let's see how much they're worth just to further prove. 700 million. Now, as you saw, I made a pretty hefty amount of money. I made almost, what was that? Like almost 1.5 billion. And that was off of just a bit of doing the strategy. Anyways, though, what we're going to do is starting off with the first basic method. And this is going to first off have a obviously setup for both of them, mainly involving around setting up your farm. So when you're setting up your farm, we're going to have the main method and the AFK method as always. And if you are wanting to win the giveaway, I'm giving away 4 chicken jockeys. Now I have these chicken jockeys. They're pretty rare. I was able to get a few on my alt accounts. I'm obviously using one right now. And what we're going to do to get these chicken jockeys, if you're wanting to win the giveaway, is leave a like and subscribe and comment your username down below to enter into the giveaway. And that's all you got to do. And that will enter you into the giveaway to win the chicken jockeys on this video. Now, what we're going to need to do, first step to set up our base for this farm, is you're going to need to have highly chunked up sections. So before, like obviously you're going to need higher value plants. So prioritize having both, like these moon ones are really good. If you can, just get anything that's like honestly legendary and higher. Even then, if you can avoid legendary and only go higher than that, like mythical, divine, and further, is what I'm going to honestly be using for my grinding. And what we're going to look at is, as you see, that the seeds obviously just reset. So what we're going to do is go to my Discord server, which will be linked in the description, and we're going to be using this for the main source for our farming. So obviously, whenever the seeds come in, you don't want to obviously always be in the game, you know, checking on the seeds if they're worth it or not. But what if you do miss out and you want to see if they're worth it or not? Well, to check this, what we're going to do is in my Discord server, I have what's called a stock notifier. As you see right here, it'll update in a second when this new one comes in, and it's going to tell you every single time the stock resets, what's in it for both the gear and the seeds. And this is going to allow us to completely like grind these without actually having to rejoin the game. It is like a minute behind. That's the only thing. So if you do obviously have any form of lag, then you might miss stock, but that's really not too much of an issue because you'll have plenty of time to buy it, obviously. But whenever you join in, you come over to the seeds, check what's in, and if you feel like it, you can go over here. You can check what this is. You know, nothing good as always. Once you've set up your plot and it is set up real nice and you have all the best items you can get for now at least, because obviously it takes time to get a better plot. Now what we're going to do is set up the grind. So what you're going to need is prioritize good pets. Now, if you don't know what pet you're trying to get, what pet is good and all that stuff, make sure you head on down into the description and check out my website, where I have my whole website has all of the pets, every single pet that's in right now, the event pets. You can even check on them, see what their abilities do, how they're obtained, information about all of them, and what other pets they also are good to, like combine with. So definitely check that out if you are just now getting into pets and all that. But what we're going to look at is once you have set up your full line of pets, if you don't know how to get more pet equips without obviously paying for it, as you see, you can buy extra pet equips, then what you should do. But what we're going to do is look over. So once you're like obviously your pet system, you have all this situated, we're going to do what's called the sprinkler glitch. Now, this glitch, fairly simple. I've covered it a few times in me channel, but mainly involving like if you have a better sprinkler, like the master sprinkler or something that can cover like half of your freaking plot. This one's really busted. Once again, this one rarely comes in. So if you do, that's another reason you should join the Discord server to obviously be able to continuously track this. This is pretty much going to what the way the glitch works is any sprinkler that's advanced, master, and godly sprinkler, what they have is the ability to increase mutations or chances, obviously, or obviously increase the chances of getting mutations on to your things. So meaning, obviously, whenever you are grinding, what you're going to need is these spet down. So, but the only issue is that, they only last for 5 minutes. So usually you can't get good mutations or high value out of it, but that's where the sprinkler glitch comes into hand. And the way this works is it pretty much makes the game continuously run these for as long as you want it to, meaning you can leave these running and it will continue having the sprinklers running in the background. This is not a hack, so don't worry. This is going to allow you to run these sprinklers nonstop until you rejoin the game. And when I say rejoin the game, you probably guessed it. The way this is going to work is you're going to have to place down the sprinklers and then literally just straight up leave the game. And what this does is obviously, the game is based around your garden can grow offline. Your sprinkler is also going to run while you're offline. It doesn't really make sense why this happens, but then it also kind of does, if that makes sense. But this is going to force the sprinkler to run offline and continue affecting your garden. They have not yet patched this, so make sure you take advantage of this. Now, this was really good to combine with the placement glitch where you could, place multiple things in one spot and then have super high compact gardens. I had that for a while, but obviously ran into issues with it. They have patched that, but what you still can do is the sprinkler glitch. This still works. I'm still using it today, so make sure you do go check that out. Also, as you see, basic sprinkler only increases growth speed, and the advanced and higher can increase mutation chances. Obviously, this one's the best, and it lasts for 10 minutes and has the biggest range, so that one's obviously going to be the better one. And once again, though, that is the one of the last things to consider. But once you have fully set this up, what you're going to do is, like I said before, just come up here, boom, leave the game. And once you leave the game, to have the full best effect of this, you want to stay off for hours. So I would recommend if you are going to use this, do it before you go to bed. That way it's going to have the full effects and you're going to wake up and have a huge garden, completely plentiful, and your cupeth will runneth over with mutated big fruits. Now, the second method is going to be the main AFK method. Now, currently, sadly, there is no great way to AFK, but if you are wanting to join the Discord server, we are working on a macro that is going to automate the entire game for you, meaning you can AFK grind seeds. So it's going to come over here. It's going to buy whichever seed you set it to. It'll grind the moon blood event. It'll go to the stock over there for gears. It'll buy stuff for you. It'll collect your garden. It'll sell it. It'll do all this stuff completely AFK for you. And all you got to do is just start it. This is going to be completely free. It's going to work on Mac and Windows, but we are so close to finally launching this, so make sure you join the Discord server to check that out. And as you see that notification right there, we're getting notified by the Discord bot. Another reason you should join. Now, the AFK method is fairly simple. There are methods using what's called UG phone, which I have a full rundown of that, and it's like a free, it's pretty much free, and it's like a streaming device, and it's like a emulator on a cloud service, so you don't have to use your own computer to run it. So you could turn your computer completely off after you set it up, and it'll keep running. So if you do want more information about that, it'll be on my website, which will be linked in the description. The AFK method is going to completely, as shown, AFK, meaning you're gonna have to leave your game running. That is why I would recommend using UG phone if you can. If you can't use UG phone though, then what you are going to want to do is obviously just pretty much sit and run an auto clicker. Now, this is going to be the best thing you can do right now until our macro comes out. So make sure if you are hyped for that or want to see more information about that, make sure you do check out my Discord server linked in the description. And if you are wanting to win the giveaway though, we are going to be giving away a few chicken jockeys. I know that's kind of crazy, but we're giving away, I think it's 4 chicken jockeys that we have collected. I got a few on my alt accounts when the event came out. I know these are super rare, not many got them, but to enter into the giveaway, all you got to do is leave a like and subscribe and comment your username down below to get access to this giveaway. That's all you got to do is like and subscribe and then comment your username to enter into the giveaway. And I will be giving away once again 4 chicken jockeys to the winner of that giveaway. Now, the AFK method, once you leave it running, obviously you just want to, as said, leave it running. And this is going to allow you to pretty much just AFK. And before you do go AFK, once again, make sure you set up to have the best optimized pets if you can for this. And if you do have something like the raccoon, which is going to be really good, obviously, if you don't know what that is, you should check my website to get information about it. That, and then additionally, if you are AFKing for hours, make sure if you do have things like this, the star caller, that you set those up appropriately to where they have their area of effect be around your main cluster of high value plants. And if you also do have lightning rods, same around high clusters of plants. This way you can have, if these weather events do happen while you're AFKing, they will target and prioritize your higher value things. Because once again, the sprinkler glitch is really good. I honestly prefer that, especially if I don't want to leave my device running. But once the macro comes out, AFK grinding is going to be 10 times better than the sprinkler glitch. But as of right now, I think the sprinkler glitch is going to be the better strategy. But anyways, if this video did help you out, make sure to leave a like, and I'll see you on the next one.